Tops on the record charts this week is Come See About Me, is sung by these girls here, the Supremes. Three youngsters from Detroit, Diana Ross, Mary Wilson, Florence Ballard. Here they are, and let's hear it for them.
I've been crying 'cause I'm lonely.
All right, that iconic performance of Mary Wilson with the Supremes was back in 1964, and we're so honored this morning to have Mary Wilson here with us. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
We are just in awe and starstruck of that you're here.
Thank you.
We really are.
Well, you should be, because I actually was born on Muscadine Street, and my grandparents lived right down on Nelson, near the levee, across from this iconic hot tamale place called, is it Doe's or Dolls?
Yeah, Doe's.
We know about that.
Right.
Yes, so we
right.
used to go there when we were very young. But I left here when I was quite young.
Sure.
Yes.
Well, I mentioned to you, do you have any fond memories?
I have lots of them, because every summer my family would come from, we were in Detroit. We'd come from Detroit, and we'd come here and spend the summers with my grandparents. So my cousins, actually, I started saying my sisters, but my cousins went to Coleman High, the Pitchfords.
Right.
And so we'd always hang out with their friends. And actually my dad had a house on, do you know a street called Wilson Street?
Wilson Street, okay.
It was made from my dad.
So you still
My
have
dad.
relatives in the Delta?
I still have relatives here. In fact, oh, I gotta say this. Okay, sorry. My half sister, Carrie Ann, I think it's Johnson, maybe Wilson, we don't know, because we've not seen her in years.
Okay.
And I'm looking, if anyone knows where my half sister is, please, please, please contact me.
Well, hey,
Yes, we'd love to see her. She's my dad's daughter,
Sure.
but it's my half sister.
well, we hope that works out for you this
I
morning.
do too. Thank you. Okay.
Ms. Wilson, I'm so interested, looking back over your career, what is the most memorable thing you can think of?
Well, first of all, you have to read my book, Dream Girl, My Life as a Supreme. It has everything in it. I've written everything. So many memories, it's very difficult to even name one, but I will, because you asked me to name one. And actually, one of the greatest moments was you showed the clip, Ed Sullivan. We the Supremes were on there 16 times, more than anyone else. And that was because if you were on the Ed Sullivan show, you had made it. So that was like we had made it, you know. And it was at a time when black and whites were not really that close. You know, black wasn't beautiful yet. And so the whole family would sit around the TV and watch television. So when we were on there, it was like, whoa, we had made it. Now the other one, there's another one. I had my first child. That was really, that's another story. So, but a command performance. We did a lot of command performances, and we did one with Prince Charles, Princess Margaret, and Queen Mother.
Wow.
At the London Palladium. So, you know, there have been many, many, many ones. Sure. And I'm very happy to say we work with so many people like Sammy Davis, Bob Hope. I mean, we've worked with everyone.
Right.
And it's just been a wonderful. In fact, some of the students came to the museum yesterday, which, by the way, you didn't mention, it'll be there until September 2nd, 6th, something like that. So 6 months. But yesterday we had a master class, and students came from different schools here in the area. And one of the students asked, well, how long have you been singing? Well, I said, well, I was never good at math. And so I asked them, you count it up. We started singing in 1959, and you know, now it's 2000, whatever. So how many years is that? So they all the students, like 130 students there, they all kind of added it up. They said 59 years. So I've been in show business for 59 years.
Wow.
So you said, you know, you performed on the Ed Sullivan Show, and that was considered, you had made it once you got to that show. So when you get to a performance, what thought is running through your head before you start to sing?
That my eyelash won't fall off? No. You know, lots of things. You know, you want to be your best, because this is the moment you're in heaven. Once you're on stage, you're in heaven. For me, that's the way it is. So you want everything to be perfect. So if it's not perfect, you know, there are things that you worry about. I mean, can I hear? And you heard people getting angry and doing all these kind of things because maybe they can't hear what they're singing, and you really want to be perfect. You know, you want to make people smile. So that's kind of what you're after, to be perfect at that moment, to put smiles on people's faces. And for 50-some years, that's what our music has been doing.
Wow. How were you introduced into the music scene?
How was I? Well, oh, we started. You have to read the book, okay? But just a quick.
She's not gonna tell us too much.
We were only 13 years old. I think it was 13. We were in grade school, and there was a contest there, a show, and I was on it. And then Florence was on it, and so we said to each other, "My God, you were so good! You were so good!" You know, they're putting these little groups together. Let's think of doing that. And someone said, "Well, this girl across the street can sing, Diane." You know, and the group actually was the Temptations. 2 members of the Temptations were starting this
Wow.
girl group, and they started us
Wow.
singing.
Wow.
So that was in a short story. That's it.
Sure. Well, Miss Mary Wilson, we again.
Oh no, I'm not through yet. Okay, so anyway, my grandparents live right down the street there, and I gotta go. So when I leave here, I'm going down on Nelson.
Oh,
Okay.
how wonderful.
Yeah, so I gotta go and visit. And I was born on Muscadine. I think I said that. What else? Okay, that was it. I
Well,
think.
we
I'm
love
gonna
your
check
del-
my notes.
Make sure we
Okay.
don't leave anything
Okay,
out.
I think I got everything in it. Okay, got it all.
Well, Miss Mary, we are so honored again that you were here
Thank
this
you.
morning. We are even more proud to say that you were from Greenville.
Yes.
So we thank you for coming back this
Thank
morning.
you.
Good
And
luck
go
tonight.
go by the museum, the Grammy Museum.
Absolutely.
It's absolutely beautiful. They've done a wonderful
They
job
have.
on it.
We're very proud to have it.
Yes,
Yes,
it's
absolutely.
It's very gorgeous, and
All
my
right.
gowns are gorgeous too. Our gowns.
Go
I
check
should
those
say.
out.
Yeah, I can't get into any of them. But anyway,
Again, Miss Mary Wilson, thank
Thank
you
you.
again. If you're interested in heading out to see that show tonight, that will be tonight at the Grammy Museum.
oh, and it's not a real full show. I'm just doing a couple of numbers. Okay, it's not a concert. I have to come back for that. Okay.
Cocktails begin at 5:30,
Oh,
performance at 7:30. If you're interested in those tickets, head to GrammyMuseumNS.org. We'll be right back after the break.